Hello, my name is John Wilson. I'm the Director of Library Services here at Georgia Southwestern State University. In this video, I'd like to show you how to use the ProQuest Central database collection to help find those scientific articles. Let's get started. Let's click on our web browser, and we're going to go to the GSW homepage, gsw.edu. From there, we will go to Academics, and you'll hover, and beneath Academic Resources, you'll find the library link. Please click on it. And once we're on that library page, we'll go down to Galileo. All right. From there, what we want to do is go to ProQuest Central. ProQuest Central is a great database collection, and a lot of people, they just use EBSCOhost, but if they only use EBSCOhost, they're not going to see half the things that ProQuest has to offer. So make sure to look at both. So if you're not finding many here, don't forget to try here. Let's click on ProQuest Central. Let's go to Advanced Search. And let's use the topic, does COVID-19 vaccination have benefits? So let's look at this. Let's type in COVID-19 as a search term. And other search terms that can be used include coronavirus and numerous others. So don't just settle on one search term, especially if you don't find anything. Just remember that it can be under a different name. All right, now here we have AND, which is a Boolean operator, and if you'll go to your library guide, there's a whole page that covers this. But what this means is this is a direction to the computer. It means in addition to, and of course we have or not. But let's just focus on AND for this example. So COVID-19 in addition to, remember we're doing vaccination benefits. So let's type in vaccination. And let's add a row because we're doing one more. In addition to benefits. And so what you're telling the computer is that COVID-19, as well as vaccination, as well as benefits, must appear somewhere within that article or anywhere within the article. Of course, you can change it. You can only focus on the abstract or the document text itself. I like to use anywhere though. That's just the easiest way for me. But feel free to experiment because there's no one way to do this. Find what works best for you. We want to, of course, limit it to peer-reviewed. And then for publication date, let's say the past 10 years. And as you can see, we only have the last 3 years. So to get to 10 years, we would just have to go to specific date range. And we can plug in 2014 to 2024. Now for source type, we can, of course, select just different things, right? I'm going to choose scholarly journals. For document types, you can select all, or you can focus on only articles. Or maybe you're interested in literature reviews or case studies. So we have all kinds of things we can look at if we wish. Statistics and data reports. If you're interested in that quantitative data, this is for you, right? If you're interested in qualitative data, those case studies, interviews even, those would all be very good for that. Let's get an interview. There we go. All right, and language. If you can read multiple languages, you can select those languages you can read. So let's say you can speak, you can read Danish. You can certainly select Danish. You can select Chinese. For me, I'm just going to select English, but feel free to select those other languages as well, such as French or Spanish or German. And once you have all of your selections taken care of, hit search. Here we have 32,000 results, and of course we can continue to narrow down our results if we wish to do so, such as location. So if I'm only interested in articles in the United States, I can certainly choose that. If I'm only interested in articles in China, I can certainly choose that. We can look at persons. So any famous persons that jump out, we can certainly look at that. So there's just numerous ways to filter those results. So let's look at what we have now. So here we have using the health belief model to predict vaccination intention in unvaccinated adults in Latvia during the COVID-19 pandemic. Let's actually see if we can take this to location. Let's do United States, just out of curiosity. Okay, so here we have association between booster vaccination and outcomes among U.S. adults. So this might be helpful or it may not be helpful for our benefits, right? Let's read this. All right, so this looks very interesting to me. This looks like something I can use. Please notice that your keywords are now highlighted and you can go straight to them, okay? So I think that that's wonderful, right? And actually we can go to turn on search term navigation. It'll take you right to it. Look at this right here. We have references. So we can go to the references and order those through Interlibrary Loan or Tipasa program. We also have documents with shared references. So documents that are similar to what we have. If we look over here, suggested sources. Look at that. COVID-19, SARS. So just wonderful, you know, lots of different things we can explore. Now, if we want to get this, we can simply go to copy our URL and send ourselves a permalink, or we can go to site. It's going to pull up the citation. Of course, we want APA 7th, not 6th. Make sure you got the right one. And do not copy and paste this to your paper. Don't do it because computer-generated citations, probability for error exists. So you want to double check with a citation manual before you copy and paste this to your article, because these are just points that you shouldn't lose. Okay, so let's say we want to email it to ourselves. We can hit email and we can put in our email address and make sure to put in your name, because everywhere you see a star has to be filled in. And I'm going to include the bibliographic record or the bibliographic citation, because I want the citation to accompany the article in the email. And I'll hit continue. That's it. I now have that article as well as the citation. Please note that in PubMed, when you receive that email, it's going to be in HTML format in the body of the email, but there is also a link at the top. That's a permalink that takes you right back to this page right here. Okay. You'll also have the citation, but when you click on that permalink in your email and it takes you back to here, simply click right there and it's going to pull up that PDF full text for you. Okay. All right, so let's go back now. So here we have a lot of good articles. And you can see they're full text. They're all full text. But let's find one that is in full text real quick. Well, this is a really good topic. They're all full text. We got really lucky here. Wow, I tell you what, for sake of time, let's just pretend that this one right here is not full text. Let's just pretend it says look in GALILEO or find in GoFind, something of that nature. What you're going to see missing is you're going to see full text. That's not going to be available. It's only going to be the abstract, right? So if we want to get it, we can simply click on it and we pull up the detailed record. Okay. And once we have that detailed record pulled up, what we're going to want to do is we are going to want to order it with this information right here. So let's go back to the library page and we're going to open up Tipasa. Notice I didn't close my detailed record. I'm going to need this information to order the article. So leave that open in a different tab. Let's go to Tipasa. Now I'm on campus. If you're on campus and you're already logged into something, we have a process of external authentication. It's going to automatically take you there. However, if you're not on campus and you're not logged into a program and you want to get inside of Tipasa, the way to log in is you click on that link and it's going to ask you to enter your username and password. The username is going to be your GSW email address, and the password is whatever that password for that email address is. So once you're inside, you'll click Create Request. You'll have to fill out everything that has an asterisk. So for journal title, I would simply go back to my detailed record, and that is going to be let's take a look here. Vaccine is the name of it. So we will copy that and we will paste it. So the journal title is vaccine. The date is going to be January 25th, 2024. So this is a relatively fresh article here. Where did you learn about this item? This is a stat we do not use, so you can feel free to put any letter you wish. You just have to fill it in order to submit it, right? Because it's got a star. Page numbers. Let's go back to our detailed record. You can see it's 645 through 52. Let's copy that and let's paste. All right. Title of article. Title of article is right here at the top. Comparison of adult hesitancy. Now let's copy that and let's paste it. Needed before. This is letting the computer. This lets the computer know when it can cancel your request. I always like to do it 1 to 2 weeks in advance. Although it normally takes 24 to 48 hours for your article to arrive. These usually happen very quickly. You send the request, a library fills it pretty much immediately, and you're going to get an email with a link that's going to take you right back into Tipasa where you can open up your article. And I'll show you that in just a second. Let's see what else. You're going to have to enter in your information, first name, last name, your email address, and then for patron ID, that can be your 913 number, but I'll also accept your email address again if you would rather do that. Okay, and once you're done, hit submit request. That's all there is to it. Now, when the library sends you the link to this article and you open it for email, there'll just be a link that you click on. It's going to take you right back to this area, okay? And notice right here, you have 5 views. You also have an expiration date. So after you click on this 5 times to view it, or after this expiration date, you won't be able to see the article anymore. So I recommend that if you need it beyond the 25th, or you need it beyond 5 clicks, that when you open it up that first time, okay, you just go ahead and download it immediately to your desktop. And let's call it something we can easily remember. I'll just call it SARS. And I'm going to save it to my desktop because I can easily remember it there. And that's all there is to it. I now have that saved to the desktop so I can use it whenever I need to. Alright, that's going to do it. Thank you so much for listening. If you ever need our assistance, you need help finding that research, don't hesitate to reach out. Our email address is libref@ghw.edu. We're always willing to help. Thank you and good luck.